Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager 24, Create a Team Career Mode. We're going to be, last time out in Imola, we had a great race. Best race of the career so far. Russell got our first win ever as a team, with Lawson finishing second, so huge result for us. That keeps us in second in the standing on 203 points. Still fairly behind Red Bull, but we got a decent gap to Ferrari that hopefully we can hold on to for the rest of the season. Currently our drivers are in 3rd and 5th, so they're doing really well. I think what we're going to do in this episode is sim Monaco and then do Montreal and feature race top 3 for F2 and F3.
Welcome along to one of the biggest weekends in motorsports, here in Monaco. Cars have been racing through Monaco's streets since 1929, and this weekend is no exception, as we get to watch the new generation of world-class drivers take over Monte Carlo. How will the British driver George Russell fare this weekend? He was sensational in the last race, he took home the win, and set the bar very high indeed. Now let's crack on with the weekend. Have to say, George Russell looked excellent out there.
That was a really well-executed race, I thought. Major credit to the driver, the pit wall, and the whole team for that win.
But just look at this. The overwhelming excitement for those celebrating this achievement. And up he goes, George Russell joining the podium lineup after a memorable Grand Prix.
That sees them double their win tally for this season. They'll be delighted with that.
Always a special occasion here in the incomparable Monte Carlo. They'll be pushing the boat out here tonight, no doubt. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
And thank you everyone for joining us this weekend here in Monaco.
For the next round, the teams are travelling to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal.
Russell able to pick up a second win in a row, followed by Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz, Bottas, Leclerc, Lawson in 7th, Gasly, Piastri, and Marty. Here's your top 10. Here are the rest of the finishing results. One retirement. So that moves Russell in 2nd place above Verstappen in the driver's standing, 6 points in front of him. He is 15 points behind. No, 25 points behind. No. Yes, 25 points behind Carlos Sainz. Lawson stays in 5th, 2 points behind Leclerc. Other movements, Bottas up to 8th, Hamilton up to 6th. And Gasly scores his first points for Williams. Scores first points for Williams, getting 4 points. And Marty gets his first points of the season as well with 1. So now, I think, Haas is the only team not to score points in the 3 seasons so far, or the 2 seasons, and then currently the 3rd season we're on. So it's nice to see more teams scoring points. We did gain a little bit on Red Bull, pulled further ahead of Ferrari in the constructor standings. We got the 3rd fastest pit stop with Russell. Adds to our points total. And top 3 for the F2 and F3 race.
Formula One has arrived here in Quebec, and we're excited to get underway. Let's hope it's not going to be Groundhog Day. The local rodents have disrupted more than one race day here in the past. The Canadian Grand Prix is ready to kick off, and the only drama on the tracks we want to see is the best drivers in the world battling it out for a place on that podium. In the last round, we saw the perfect blending of strategy and performance lead to a well-earned win. But can they pull it off again here? The weekend begins here.
Okay, back for qualifying here. We're gonna send our guys out. Oh, it's gonna rain, so yeah, we definitely gotta get these guys out now before the rain comes. Okay, we didn't get held up by anybody, which is very good, because if we did, we may not have been making it through, as Russell does a 1:11.6, Lawson 1:12, and I think that should be good enough to make it through, because once the rain hits, nobody's gonna be going faster. Both drivers make it through in first and sixth. Might as well just go out now. Can you see water levels on track? It's supposed to go down a little bit, so maybe we'll wait till it dips down. Okay, I think we'll just go out. Kinda hard to know at this point, but hopefully we just don't get held up by anybody. Oh, track has changed to damp and we went out on... Okay, well... We're just gonna call these guys back in. Okay, we're gonna go out on intermediates real fast. Hopefully the water levels don't go above 4. And Russell to the line. First lap in Q2. Goes second fastest to Verstappen, 1/10 slower.
You are currently
and Lawson
P2.
goes only 7th, 1.1. Ooh. Okay, looks like the rain is gonna go down again, so we're gonna have to get these guys back in and get them out quickly. Actually, it's going up. Is there gonna be time? Yeah, there should be time. We should go out again just in case.
Copy.
Okay, hopefully we have time. This is just in case. It doesn't look like the water levels actually got lower, so we did not improve. George Russell didn't improve, and doesn't look like Lawson's going to improve either, but we do make it into Q3 in 2nd and 7th. I think it's going to stop raining, so we're just going to switch to some soft tires and wait for that point. I'm gonna risk it and just wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I don't think it's going to... Will it go below? It's going to be really close. Okay, we're just going to go out on... What are these guys going out? Okay, we're just going to go out on the intermediates. Gonna change those and go. Actually... Yeah, let's just risk it. Go back to the softs. Hopefully we get a lap in, because it's going to be close. So the risk paid off. It went down to dries, and we went out on soft tires, so hopefully we do a fast enough lap to put us in 1st and 2nd. Russell shoots to pole position, Lawson into 2nd. Front row lockout for us, unless Albon is on a flying lap. He's not, so our 2nd front row lockout of this career. But I think this time we have the actual pace to hold on to 1st and 2nd, unlike last time.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal.
Named after the legendary Canadian driver, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve has been host to plenty of first-time winners. Jean Alesi, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica, and Daniel Ricciardo all got their maiden victories here.
Gilles Villeneuve is a quick, free-flowing circuit in parts, with a stop-start aspect thrown in for good measure around the chicanes and hairpin bends. Medium-speed downforce will play a large part in avoiding the wall of champions and ensuring success at this iconic track. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Okay, looks like it's gonna rain during the race. Ooh, the whole time. Okay, so I think we should definitely start on the intermediates, because last time when we started on wet tires, I remember that... I guess it really doesn't matter yet what strategy we have, because they're gonna just have to wait till the rain. But yeah, I remember we started on the wet tires and it just totally, the wet tire just got absolutely cooked when you're not, when the water level is not high enough. So it's better to start on the intermediates, especially if it's at least like 5 laps, or it's probably more than 5 laps, probably close to like 8 before it gets to the water level needed for the wets. This is probably the best strategy.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. A short moment of time to themselves to focus on the race ahead.
They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds after lights out.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we
Definitely,
go.
yeah, the water levels are definitely not high enough to be on wets. How many people are on wets? A lot of people. I'm just wondering. So it just our 2 drivers, Sargent, Hamilton, Magnussen, Joe, Ricardo, Bogdanovich, and Gasly on intermediate. So I expect those drivers to move up through the field fairly quickly because, yeah, it's at least 4 minutes till heavy rain. So we're just going to have our guys push like crazy. And hopefully they pull up a big enough gap so when they pit, we won't go behind them. So we need a 22-second gap to the 3rd place driver. And we're already a second ahead. So hopefully they extend that advantage. See where the intermediate runners are. So the top 4 all on intermediate tires. Magnussen in 8th on intermediates. Ricardo up to 11th. Joe 15th. Yeah, some of these guys are kind of in slower cars, so it is a bit harder for them to get through the field. Still not close enough to wet weather tires. These guys, yeah, their tires are getting absolutely shredded right now. They're already on 70% wear. Oh, we just got to worry about the gap to Piastri because these guys will pit as well with us. Oh, poor Cher's spun.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Right, let's have a
He's in
look
21st
now.
place
Around
on
turn
the
3.
wet tires and he just
Rear,
loses it.
let's
Whoa,
go.
there's an RB
Oh,
right behind him there that
you
almost hit him.
don't want to be doing that. The team.
So we have built a 22-second gap, but yeah, Lawson's gonna get held up a little bit in the pit lanes because he's in second. Right, the pit. He's gonna get held up a little bit in the pit stop because of double stack. Ricardo into 8th on intermediates. Joe in 11th, but they're gonna get dropped. They're gonna drop back. So weren't able to get through the field fast enough for their strategy to work out the best. We pit this time. Just because I don't think we need to risk leaving them out another lap. Actually, we'll just pit Russell now, and then we'll pit Lawson a lap later, just so he's not held up. No, Russell into the pits, onto the wet tire. He should come out in 4th place.
Box area is very slippery. Yeah, copy.
And then now we'll pit Lawson. Just need a good stop. 2.1. Very fast one there.
You're in clearer.
He may even come out in front of Sargent. Is this going to be close? Oh, Sargent into the pits as well. Hopefully we didn't leave Lawson out too long. And yep, easily ahead of Piastri. This could be 3 wins in a row for Russell.
You'll P2.
Lawson now into the pits. We were just fully pushing him. And we'll see where he comes out. He should come out in second, so we could get another 1-2 finish here. And a 2.4 second stop, a little bit slower, but still a good stop. Right, there's no reason to push his engine.
Go back to doing lift and coast now. Come
And honestly, as long as these guys don't, oh my god, don't, okay. They're coming out right behind each other, so Lawson really didn't lose too much time.
QNT P2.
Honestly, there's no real reason to push these guys at all. They can just kind of coast. We got a 12.6 second gap to the next car behind. Lawson even has the fastest lap. So I don't think anybody's going to get that from us as long as the rain doesn't go down. So this should be, honestly, just a 1-2 finish already. Like, this should be confirmed as long as these guys don't crash into each other. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to skip ahead. Yeah, because, like, some of these guys are even going to have to, like, Piastri, Leclerc, Verstappen, Albon, Tsunoda, Bottas, Sainz, Marti, Ocon, Norris, Hulkenberg. They're all going to have to pit again. So that's even just going to just make, yeah. As long as Hamilton's not pushing like crazy to catch us, who's did the same strategy as us and is in 4th, should be okay. So we just got to pay attention to how close he's getting and if we need to push on the tires or not. Does it stay ahead and make sure he just doesn't get close. Ooh, the track condition have changed to damp. The question is for how long.
I want to see good management. Copy.
I'll have to see if other people pit. I don't think they will.
Yeah, copy.
But it is for a decent amount of laps. We could run the inters. These guys going on to, yeah, they're just going back on the wets. Oh, Hamilton ran wide.
Now we're just
He's struggling in these tricky conditions. Just goes over the grass a little bit. That's the corner.
Perhaps a little lapse in concentration.
Yeah, the rain's starting to pick up again, so good thing we didn't pit onto the intermediates. Still big gap to Hamilton. We're just making sure we're cooling down the tires as the rain gets below 4 millimeters. It cooks the tires, so you just gotta make sure that they're not getting damaged too much. We should be okay. We still got a pretty big buffer there, as you can see, and we're not. That's with this full pushing on the tires, which we weren't doing before. Should be okay now to go back to normal.
No management on the tires.
Track conditions back to wets. Oh, VSC.
VSC.
What has happened? I think it's not a full safety car.
Copy.
That would suck. Oh, Marty's out of the race. He's crashed at turn 4. He is not having a good second season with Mercedes. He's only scored 1 point. Ooh, looks like he just locked up and hit the wall.
Contact with the wall, and they'll definitely be facing a few questions from the team after that. And clearly,
And that's him out. First retirement of the race. We just need to hope there's no red flags, no safety cars. Just everything is just calm. Oh, track conditions back to damp. And back to wet, so back to wet. We'll put our guys back to wet or normal.
We don't need to worry about.
Still a huge gap. Hamilton even needing to pit now because he was not conserving on his tire as well, so he may fall out of the podium places. Ooh. Maybe time to go onto a set of intermediate tires.
Currently P1.
Or we'll just do what we're doing and we can kind of react to what others are doing behind us. Maybe we just pit. Let's just pit Lawson to try and get the fastest lap back. Because he has the 25-second gap to Hamilton, so he'll come out in front of him. Oh, Lawson in the pits for his second stop.
Take it easy in the pit entry.
Copy.
.4 second stop. Should come out way ahead of Hamilton.
Reminder throttle on pit exit.
Yeah, we're gonna push him to try and get the fastest lap here. Gasly gets the fastest lap. Hopefully Lawson can get it this time. Oh, no, he did. There we go. Lawson fastest lap. Yellow. Oh!
We need a little bit more.
Was that an Aston Martin or Mercedes?
Copy.
Where's Tsunoda? Yeah, it was Tsunoda and
UK is off.
Norris crashed, it looked like. Or did Tsunoda just spin on his own? Oh, he just spun on his own right in front of the Mercedes of Norris. But he has a puncture now. Oh wow, this actually seems to be good for Tsunoda.
The tyre guys believe that we can.
Or for Lawson, Lawson's actually catching
12 a little bit.
Russell a lot here on the final lap. Just turn them off those. Turn them off those. Just let him race here.
And we need to increase lift and coast by 30%.
Copy.
Let's see what happens if Lawson can pass Russell. Russell's already won. Has he won 3 races already? 2, 3 races? I think 2. I want to say 2. Maybe 3. But I don't think he's going to catch him here. I'm just going to let him race and not let them just kind of decide what happens here. And Russell to the line now, wins the race. And we can see Lawson in the background just right there. Easy win, easy 1-2 for us. Just better strategy at the start of the race going on intermediates. Everyone else basically were on the hards that could challenge us. So that's a huge points gain for us. Maybe, I mean, this could put us right next to Red Bull in the point standings, as Verstappen's going to finish 6th, and I don't know what happened to Sainz in 15th. Yep. So maybe Red Bull brought upgrades and they made him worse, made the car worse. I don't know, but just a hugely dominant performance here in Canada from us.
When you stop at the bridge, it will be P1 on P0.
Oh, safety car's been deployed. Oh, Gasly stopped. Has he crashed with Alonso? Gasly and Alonso were out of the race. Gasly was on for a point-scoring finish. What's happened? Doesn't look like we're getting a good replay of what happened. But somehow Alonso and Gasly's crashed. Oh! I guess they got lucky that there's a lot of lapped cars. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. Oh, Gasly and Alonso are lucky there's a lot of lapped cars because they ended up staying in the positions where they were at. And Sargent sneaks in the last point score.
Today, it's George Russell's time to shine.
It was a truly excellent win, with everything working together for the team and driver.
It's hugs all round for the team. In fact, they all deserve a pat on the back as well for everything that they've achieved. And right now, it's the British driver who proudly takes his place on the podium.
There's further delight for the team as they get to see both drivers up there together.
Plenty of smiles for the cameras as the drivers can let off some steam here in Montreal. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
I doubt they could be much happier. A win and a podium place. What a great way to round out the weekend.
And that's it for this weekend's F1 action here in Montreal.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round on the shores of the Mediterranean with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
So another win for George Russell and a second place for Liam Lawson, also getting the fastest lap. So huge points haul for us. We got the max amount of points, getting pole position, fastest lap, and finishing 1-2. Then Hamilton rounds out the podium, followed by Leclerc, Piastri, Verstappen, Bottas, Gasly, and Alonso, which, yeah, we still don't really know what happened to them, but they just didn't finish the race. They didn't really show any replays, but since other people were lapped, they stayed in 8th and 9th, and then Sargent claims the last points for RB, or last point. Here are the rest of the finishers, with one more DNF of Marty. And yeah, Russell moves to first in the driver's standings by 1 point, as Sainz did not score any points in this race. Yeah, that was his 3rd win of the season, 7 podiums. Wow. And Lawson moves up to 4th in the Drivers' Championship. Moves above Leclerc, and he's on 114 points with 3 podiums. Gasly up to 13th, Sargent up to 15th. Pourchaire moves down 2 positions. And Alonso claims some more points. And yeah, the rest, we got 4 drivers on 0 points currently. Yeah, we've gained massively on Red Bull. We are now less than 30 points behind them. Or 26 points behind. That's definitely catchable, but it is still we're only 9 races into the season. We'll have to see what happens as it goes on. And still Haas, only team not to score points. Williams moves above RB to 9th in the Drivers' Championship or Constructors' Championship. And we got the 3rd fastest pit stop with Russell doing a 2.1 second stop. We're still in 4th place, but that's way better than last year. Last year, I think we finished 11th. We barely got any points. And front wing design, new front wing design completed. Sebastian Montoya up to a 72 overall. So another huge race for us. And I think that'll be it for this episode. See you guys next one.